matchup of division rivals. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Texas Rangers. And pitching in this game, Pablo Aparicio, singing he was impressive his last time out.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Jo Adell, 3 for 7 in the series so far. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Out towards right center field, and it falls. And that's a 1-out single. So digging in, Zach Neto, 2 for 8 in the series so far. High fly ball out towards left field. That one carrying. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ivan Melendez. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in safely. Runner on the go. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one. Adell off of first with 2 away. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Now the Rangers will get their first crack. We're scoreless. This is Corey Seager stepping in for the Rangers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
No, count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. O'Hoppe takes it in for the out. 1 away. And here comes Alec Bohm. Now there's a bullet down the line. Takes it in for the out. Here's Josh Young.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
That one is absolutely belted. And that's going to bang against the wall. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And here is Sosa to the plate. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Runner around third. He will score and they take the lead. Runner around third on his way to the plate. In to score from first. And they lead by 2.
Gets him on the board first. Coming through with 2 RBIs on that swing. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Laser to the gap should score the run. Coming home. He'll score easily, and they take a 3-run lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
David Stone in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Kelly. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And they lead by 4. That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. He nails one out to right. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-0.
First pitch swinging, and he squared up the slider. He was ready for it. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Davison de los Santos stepping in for the Rangers. Line drive, base hit. And the hits just keep on coming.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Makes a nice running catch. And that'll do it. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. Back in Arlington, here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. And that one pulled foul. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball.
Good solid contact right there, just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Now Christian Moore. 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's game. Swings through that one. 0-1. Slice to right. And there's one down. 1 out man at first. And next for the Angels, Kyren Paris. Liner, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The throw to third. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Here's the center fielder. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Tracks it down for the out. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 6-1. So up next, Matthew Lugo. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7.
Ball 1. Ball.
just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
There's a swing and a miss. Swings through that.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
Ground ball to Bohm. They limit the damage here. Back at Globe Life Field, bottom of the inning, Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. Ripped on a line, and there's one down. And now it's Alec Bohm. He's 0 for 1. Lined into right, and it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top
that's a ball.
Young in the box with one away as he takes ball 1.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
Circle change. Middle outside.
Ground ball left side. The throw to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the Rangers. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Oh, look at the stop to first, and they get the out. Now batting Joe Adell. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Joe Adell.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Fights it off. He'll see another. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. Angels held in check. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
Circle change. Low inside.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Circle change. Low outside.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. Stepping in, David Stone.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Circle change.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit into center field. Here's the throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And it's now a 6-run lead. Next to hit, Evan Carter. This one in the air right field. Adell on the run. Grabs it on the run. Runner tags at second. Kelly rounds third, headed for the plate. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play.
Definitely a weird play right there, and it changes the outlook of the inning completely. Nice job by the
runner on the move, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on.
That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. On to inning number 4. It's the Rangers 7 and the Angels 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Misses the catch. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So digging in, Logan O'Hoppe. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Here's a rocket to right field. And there's one away.
The batter number 4, second baseman, Christian.
1 out, man at first. And up next for Los Angeles, Christian Moore. In the dirt, blocked. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard. Kyren Paris, the next to hit for the Angels. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. And that one is lifted in the air. Carter on the move. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Angels.
Here's the center fielder.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
In the dirt, throw into third, and he got him. Wow, what an end to the inning. Angels back in Arlington. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. Alec Bohm getting ready to hit. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are...
That's a base hit, run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early.
Melendez over to second, double play. What a twin killing. We go to the
Out. You're out. Out. 3. Out. 3. You're out. 3. Out. Out. 3. You're out. 3. Out. Out. You're out. 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 3. 3. You're out. 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 You're out.
back at Globe Life Field. All set to start the ninth in this one. Christian Moore getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Late on that fastball.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Kopech, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So now here's the DH, Kyren Paris. That one at triple digits.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
2 up, 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now the center fielder, number 3. Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That's a ball.
They're down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, this team was ready.